Alice, it's costing a small fortune to live close to the city these days. So what are families choosing to do?
So we've coined a new phrase about right-sizers. So we all know about downsizers, parents who traditionally flee their nest when their kids have left home and move to a smaller property. And now we're seeing family units do the same thing to live closer to transport and schools.
It's obviously working for some people, but do you think that this is kind of the Aussie dream of land with a picket fence? Is that kind of dying out a little bit?
I think without a doubt the Aussie dream is shifting, and we're now seeing people giving up back gardens, white picket fences, as you say, Chris, to live in a smaller footprint, but to be able to have a life back. Forget mowing the lawns on a Saturday. These guys want to be out having their coffee at the local cafe.
Yeah, well, perhaps the Aussie dream has changed. Perhaps our lifestyles, you know, we like being a little bit more cosmopolitan and we like being closer to the cities. So being out in the burbs might be some people's nightmare.
Yeah, and we are one of the few countries in the world where people have really clung on to home ownership and having big land that goes with it. And I think more and more we're seeing medium density housing and lovely boutique developments becoming bigger and more suitable for family life.
So what are families saving by moving into properties like this?
They're saving something that is basically priceless: time. You know, I think this idea that, you know, in one of the studies we looked at here, 270 hours a year is spent on basically maintaining a home, you know, gardening, mowing lawns, arguing about have you taken the bins out? No, that's your turn. Repainting that picket fence. And I think now we're seeing people saying, I don't want to have that. I want to have a life back. I want to have time with my children. I want to have my weekends, and I don't want to have to maintain a property that I may not even be using all that much.
It seems like this is happening all quite quickly. Do you think that the housing industry and the developers, are they keeping up with the trend?
I think that's part of the problem. We're not really having enough supply of 3-bedroom plus size apartments. You know, Perth is one area where we are having a lot of these apartments, but Melbourne and Sydney could certainly be offering more stock in this area from the bigger developers.
And perhaps, yes, making them more 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom apartments to cater for this shift rather than so many 2-bedrooms in one apartment.
Yeah, and we see a lot that people actually end up buying off the plan, and they'll buy two-bedroom apartments and knock the walls down and push them together themselves. But I'd love to see a day where developers are doing that right from the outset and really thinking that families want to live in here and creating what is a home for a five-person family.
And it ties back to that idea of perhaps being able to have more pets in apartment buildings too. That would change how families think.
Well, exactly, and how we live day to day. You know, do people want to go outside and have this big garden that they play cricket in? Maybe they want to go to the local park, maybe they want to go to the local gallery, they go to a museum, but they don't want to maintain all that land.